When you hear chiropractors talk about degeneration in the spine, this is what we're talking about. So again, that nice C-shaped curve is always what we're looking for, but as soon as you lose that curve, it then begins to put more pressure and stress on the bones and the discs. So you want to see a nice C-shaped curve that goes this way. It should look more like that. Now, you want the bones to ideally look nice and square like this. But you can see that the bones down here have these points, or almost looks like dripping candle wax coming off the front. That is the degeneration happening. Those are the osteophytes in your body laying down extra bone. These spaces in between the bones are where the discs are. When we start to lose those, these bones now are now bone on bone, and they sit on top of each other, and this completely gets eliminated. So the second thing that may be happening when you have degeneration is that you're affecting the disc spaces, or the discs. Now what happens there is that disc is like the cushion in between the two bones. When you start to lose that disc, it can fully degenerate, and then you're bone on bone. The issue with that is that eventually those two bones will fuse together. Your body has the ability to rotate and get this kind of mobility and flexibility because each of the joints in your spine couple together to allow you to have that rotation. Also, when these bones are now bone on bone and rubbing together, it could lead to pain because it's now putting more pressure on those nerves, which are inevitably part of what that nerve does, goes to pain, even though it can be a small amount.